trust in all the wrong things? Where's your faith to let your soul sing? The true you that was foreknew, for you were formed in your mother's womb. Yeah, I knew.
Praise Yah. If you rap and you want to start making beats, if you songwrite and want to start creating your own productions, if you got some kind of lyrical ability and you want to make a bed to lay those words down on, the MPC has got to be the single most greatest piece of gear you can pick up. I use it to complete my songs. I don't go outside of this, and it comes in many forms. Whether you do have some kind of maybe musical ability, you play keys, there's a key 61, a key 37. If you want something budget friendly, the cheapest one is the MPC 1 Plus. If you want something really portable, the MPC Live 2, like that's my choice. But as a rapper, you got a couple different choices, right? Either you're gonna spend some money and purchase some leases on some beats, or you're gonna spend a little time learning how to make your own beats. And you're gonna spend some money too, but I think in the long run, overall, it's gonna be a lot cheaper, a smaller investment of actual money. What I'm gonna do in this video is I'm gonna break down my latest song, because I think it's a great example of how easy it can be to come up with musical ideas, even if you don't have much music experience. So this song is really just made up of 2 loops, and this is the first loop. So if you're just getting started, I definitely recommend don't get caught up in thinking you gotta flip a loop. If you're feeling it, just go with that vibe and let the feeling come out, let the songs come out. This is what I did when I first started, and I pulled this from Splice, this sample specifically. And when I first started really getting down to writing songs, I've been making beats for years, but when I first got down to writing songs, I decided just to pull loops from Splice to kind of take some of that willpower, that creative power that I would be using producing and programming every little detail into the songwriting. So, you know, something like Splice has a nice little option of different sounds that are really cool that can inspire some song ideas, some melodies, some lyrics. You can pull from anything. A couple other options that I use now to this day is YouTube and samplet.io. And then, of course, there's something like TrackLib that will help you clear your samples. So I already know the tempo of this loop. It's up here. So if I exit this screen, and on the main screen, you have your sequence tempo. If you click on that, you could just set it. I've got it set already. So go out here. I've sequenced in my loop as is. Like I said, you don't have to worry about chopping something up. There's no rules to this thing. If the loop feels good, it feels good. Oftentimes it does. One little key thing to note, I end up chopping everything. And I just do that so I can easily arrange and drop out little sections of the sample or sections of the song for transitions and different sections, like I said. So at this point, I usually won't even go any further, because if I have a sample, something looped up that is inspiring me enough, if I found a sample that inspires me enough to actually move forward with it, then I think at that point I'm already coming up with musical ideas verbally. So I'll start humming along, you know. So I've got something like that recorded in here already on an audio track. So from here, I need some drums. So I also went over to Splice and got myself like a nice little drum loop. So again, if you don't have a lot of experience programming and doing your own productions, a good way to start is using a drum break, a drum loop of some sort. But I need to figure out how to match this to my sequence tempo and my other loop. So in order to do that, if you press this arrow here, you move over, there is a little selection called From BPM. And then you're gonna have to learn some basics like counting a beat. So if I were to count this, it would be like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 4 beats, and there's a beat selection here, so you can input how many beats it is. So I'm gonna go down to 4, and as I move this, you see the tempo changing. So as long as you input the amount of beats, it will accurately detect what the BPM of this sample is, of this loop. So it's 76.8, good. From here, I can exit here. Now I've already chopped these drums up, so I'm gonna go into this, and I'm gonna select this here, and make sure all is selected. This way it will select all the pads that are on this track, because I wanna make some changes to them. So what I'm gonna do is press warp, and I can see my BPM of my tempo that was determined. The BPM of my loop was determined, 76.8. I'm gonna change this algorithm from default Pro 10 over to repitch. So what that will do is accurately repitch my drums to fit and sync up with my other loop and my whole project tempo. So that's the majority of the production work for this. Other than that, I did create my own bass line that I played from scratch. And there's this key detect function in the MPC, which helped me to create this bass line. So I'll move back over to my piano track, my original loop. And if I click right here, then I can see a readout for the samples. It says key D sharp minor. All right, so then I can move back over to my bass. And if I click here, then I can set my key scale to D sharp natural minor, and I already got it set there. Say I'm in here, I got my bass line. Pretty much it's all in the same key, so I can just play around with that till I find something that works. And that ended up working for me. And from there, at that point, that's where I'm writing and recording my hook, the actual lyrics.
Put your trust in all the wrong things. Where's your faith to let your soul sing the true you that was foreknew before you were formed in your mother's womb? Yeah, I knew. Yeah, I knew.
From there, I got my whole arrangement together and then started doing some verses.
You put your trust in all the wrong things. Where's your faith to let your soul sing the true you that was foreknew before you were formed in your mother's womb? Yeah, I knew. Yeah, I knew. Money, that's the thing that we do all need. But when we make more of it, we all go on a spending spree. We can't get enough, we spend it fast. Not a dime saved, money won't save your ass, but yes it will. It's nice to feel secure, I need some more. And then there'll be nothing that I'll worry for. How we lie to self and make everything a god, cause we think it helps. Seeking comfort, a coat for the rain, avoid the pain, but we see no growth, nothing changed, just stunted. And everyone's to blame but yourself, saying nothing. Same nothing when you put your faith in the wrong thing. Same nothing. You put your trust in all the...
So there you go. That's pretty much the process. Real simple and quick. I think easy to get into if you're a rapper or a songwriter. Don't focus too much on the production. You'll get there eventually. But if you want to start inspiring some songs, get yourself an MPC, start with some loops, and just go from there. Match the tempos on those loops and just move on. Start writing your songs, writing your lyrics, humming your melodies, and making some really dope, memorable stuff that inspires. So that's what I'm here to do. If you guys want to check the full song, I'll put a link in the description, also a card up here, so you can check that out. If you want to support the channel, there's ways in the description. If you're going to pick up your first MPC, please do it with one of my Zounds links in the description as well. I'm an affiliate with them, so it helps the channel out a lot, and it's very encouraging to myself. I appreciate it. So, all right, till the next one, keep on running with your dreams. God bless and peace.